Good evening, folks. It is Monday night, and it is time for Behind the Code. Tonight, we are going to be updating the page for Dan Hollifield. He has a new book that is available for pre-order on Amazon. It's currently only available on Kindle from the looks of it, but it will be available in other formats. So we're going to get his page updated. We're going to work on the Indie CD storefront a little bit. And we will make sure that we are done in time to get to Grant's show. Grant will have Grant draws directly after this, starting at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So with that, I am going to bring up the lovely Dawn is back. And because we do have a new book coming out from an Indie CD member, we do have a special guest, and we always play his music. It's Mr. Dan Hollifield.
Hi. And here I sit looking like the reincarnation of George Carlin.
That's not a bad thing. That is not.
No, it's not. But, I always disappoint people for not being exactly that entertaining. But I am entertaining in my own right.
You are.
So, and I am going to play your music like I normally do. I just don't know. What do you think? Second helping? Yeah.
Dan, what's your favorite song? What song would you like to hear in the background?
Yeah. So for the albums I have loaded in, I have Displaced Detective, all of them except for I think one because it was too big of a file. Never Bank on a Learning Curve, Second Helping, and 10,000 Airship Suite. I think that one might be missing a couple because of size.
Yeah. Out of those four, I think the one that I personally listen to the most is WTF Rednecks Can't Groove.
Which is on your Never Bank on a Learning Curve album, if I remember correctly.
And I actually took that cover photograph. You can see me standing in the background. It was a reflection in one of the. This was at mine and Lindsay's wedding vow renewal ceremony in a little town in England, and it was arranged for us, so we had no idea. But I knew something was up when I was told to pack a tie. Thank goodness. And then we were just standing around admiring Roger's motorcycle, and he had cleaned it up spectacularly. And I go, "Oh, we're all looking at our own reflection in the chrome of the headlight." And I go, "Oh, I've got a camera in my hand. Photo opportunity."
Thanks. It looks like he just got done polishing it there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The fellow, the other fellow that's visible besides me, his name is Trevor. He is someone we met through the Casebook Jack the Ripper website. He occasionally does tours of that sort of thing, but not professionally, just friends, family, whatnot. He will walk your legs off going all around London. He was using a very, very early version of Google Maps on his cell phone. I think we went around the same block about 4 times before he figured out he was supposed to make a turn at the corner.
Making a left turn. No, wait.
And Trevor, I admire him, but shortly after that, he and the lady he was married to at that time split up, and I struggled valiantly not to be held down to picking sides.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep both of them as friends. Sometimes you can do that.
Yep.
Yay.
So I'm gonna, before we get into the interview portion, just because this is a Monday habit at this point, we got the stats up here for the last 7 days of indiecd.org, and we've had some good days. 3 visitors, 9 views today, 1 and 6 yesterday, which I think part of that was me screwing around on here. we've had just a few going through. The 19th was a good day. 5 visitors, 15 views. And for the year to date, we are 150 visitors, 448 page views. So we are pretty much on track to match or beat last year still. So
hey, doing good.
That was my fake squee until I get my voice completely back.
But we will
Not
get
the green room. Not the green room. Shut up, Dan.
So just for the comment section, we are going to read some of them. We're probably not going to read all of them. If you do have any questions for Dan about his book that's coming out, his books that are already out, Apelian Webzine, or even his music, throw them in the chat, and we'll read the questions to him.
I've read Abducted. It was very good.
Wait till you read the prequel.
I know.
It reads like something that one of our mutual friends might have written if she wasn't so graphic about the sex. Maybe 2 of our friends in that case, now that I've said the sentence. No, I am kind of restrained about that sort of thing. I prefer the 1940s style of, they're going to fade to black. Turn the volume down so you don't hear the enthusiastic screaming.
You like closed door. Is what you prefer in your books that you write.
It's just, anybody can write down stuff that only leaves the taste to the imagination. I'm not going to criticize anybody for doing that. Not at all. There is a time and a place for that, and then there is an audience for that, and it's quite well received. Awesome. I am not one of those people that feels comfortable doing that. Otherwise, I'd have 10,000 romance books out. They probably wouldn't be any good, except teenagers would use them as teaching aids. Donna, you were not called out. You were not called out at all, and neither was our other mutual friend in that market niche.
So I do want to thank everybody for checking in on me this last week. It knocked the entire house down. I hope Nick is on the mend if he happens to be watching this. I missed. I made it in for the last 2 minutes of Never Mind the Furthermore this morning. I kind of slept over, but
well, we were worried about you. We do care.
I know.
We care about all of our friends.
And I made a comment, and I still stick by it, that that you're with the right group of people when you're not feeling well, when you're sick, and instead of, I wish they would get on here and do this, what's going on with them, it's you keep your butt there, you sit down, and you get better.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to run through, just say hi to everybody who did pop in tonight, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Because we got Trey here tonight and Foxy. And this damn guy is somewhere popping around somewhere. And your cooking video was a disaster, but the actual cooking went perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn how to use the new camcorder?
Yep, I bought a camcorder several months ago, and today was the first day I ever tried to use it. Evidently, I thought it was recording when it was on pause. I thought it was paused when it was on recording. So the only video was of me asking the dog if she needed to go outside, or telling one of the cats to come on back to the office so I could feed them with the door closed so the dog wouldn't eat the cat food. I mean, I did a walk around in the backyard. I had everything focused in on the cook pot with the oyster stew in it, all the ingredients going in, everything that I did, all the measurements, and all I got was the outtakes.
Live and learn.
Well, I'm gonna mess around with the camcorder some more, but I'm not gonna pin my hopes on a one take anything.
So, are the cooking videos going to be on your Dan Hollifield page
Yes,
on
they
YouTube
will.
then? Okay.
Yes, they will. I'm not putting up a whole different brand for it. They're just going to wind up being on my normal YouTube page, and I will have a. I think I've already created a playlist, and it's got that one video on it, which is basically me explaining what I intend to do and telling people that don't know me from Adams off Ox who I am, a little bit about my life, and what my influences have been. Hey Grant, I am sorry I did not post a link to your show yet. Go ahead, and since you're here right now, you do that, because we need to know. I've already got the show pulled up, and I haven't dropped my like 8 hours ago. Soon as I saw that you had established it. And here I go, monopolizing everything when I said, oh, I can't talk too much.
It's okay. I shouldn't be talking too much, but I want to say hi to everybody too. So Donna's here with us tonight. There you're talking about everything with paused. Let's see. And
Thank you, Foxy. Yes, I will.
this guy, he popped in for a second. He's sending the link, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Joe. Got your beer. Carl's with us tonight. Hello, Carl.
Evening, Carl.
Carl's doing my job for me. Please remember to watch tomorrow. On Dawn's channel. And to capture a Munzie. I did do my Munzie today. But do remember to share, and subscribe to Independent Creator Directory so we can keep growing. There is the link for the pre-order for a disposable man. So this is the prequel.
Yes.
I don't want to give anything away for that. I know about Abducted, but this is set in before Abducted.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, I wrote Abducted. It was supposed to be just a one-off story, never going to be Tom Darby ever in anything ever again. And like a bad penny, he keeps turning up.
I like the penny, though. It's a good penny.
I plotted out stories he had no connection with whatsoever. But in Abducted, I gave him a get out of death free card and a time machine. So
that's why I was going to say. So this is going to be set in the 70s or before.
It actually starts during the Korean War in the 50s.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So this is.
Wow.
Tom turned out to be a whole lot older than I thought he was when I wrote Abducted. He was about 14 or 15. Several years earlier, the county courthouse in West Virginia, town where he lived, burned down, taking all the birth certificates records with it. So he was able to run off and enlist in the army in the Korean War just by being able to lie with a straight face, which is good training for somebody that will eventually become a spy.
Thesis and Kitty are here. And I'm just kind of looking through Ruby's here. Hello, Ruby.
Hey, Ruby.
And I'm on the mend. Like I said, my voice is it's better than it was Friday, but Kitty says that Foxy needs to add our jewelry sets that she made last week to the Indie CD store.
Yes. Yeah, so that's the other thing I'm kind of working on tonight. Dan's Amazon page is going to be up here on screen for a while because I'm going to go through and try and get the payments portion set up, and I really don't want that broadcasted.
That's
Understandable.
quite understandable. Yes, indeed.
And Carl said, "Got your tie? We're going ties, tie downs. We're going green room totally." And Carrie's joining us over on Twitch. Hello, Carrie.
Hello,
Hey, Carrie.
Have you joined us? Sarah is joining us. Hello. And we're back in the green room. It's fine.
Well, it is.
And I do admit I'm kind of going through because we do have him. Sarah's having some issues with Facebook, people on Facebook. Donna said most of her books are fade to black, except for Woodstock Dreams.
Hey, she's allowed to have
No, I'm just calling that one out.
on-screen stuff too. I mean,
That Woodstock Dreams, if you haven't read it, read it. And Grant says, hello. Look, I can't even do the way I want to. I have to do it his way.
Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, you missed me screaming chair for Nick during the Munzie.
Okay, I did go back and re-listen to Nevermind the Furthermore, and I'm like, that's where Nick was saying that his liver was quivering.
Yep.
Good job. But Trey said that he did rest till shortly after the show ended this morning. Good. And Carl says, I sound better. Thank you. And Grant did not expect to see Dan.
Nobody expects the
Danish
Brandon.
Inquisition.
yes.
the Danish exposition. Yes.
I got Trey said you just did a full dress rehearsal, Dan.
Yeah, but it also means I've got to eat up all this oyster stew. Well, Lindsay has helped enormously. She kept going back for seconds, and I'm going to take that as a compliment because I know that all those kids that you were doing the teacher's helper thing at the elementary school today did not tire you out that much. Excuse me. I will learn to talk one day. It's not like I do it for a living. It's typing I do for a living.
And I don't see Dad in here yet. He might be down later in the chat, but if he was there closer to you, he would definitely help you eat the oyster stew.
Oh, it was good. It was good. Like I said, if I could figure out the buttons on that camera, there would already be a video being edited tonight. And thesis, I love clam chowder. I almost got some clams. I almost got some teeny tiny little shrimps. And I'm going, no. Let's not make this too complicated. There's a family in England, in Bristol, England, that have been reacting to American cooking and learning to cook American barbecue and stuff like that. They've actually got a tremendously expensive Franklin smoker. I wouldn't want to have to pay for the shipping across the ocean for that thing, much less the purchase price. And I promised them that I would send them the recipe for the oyster stew a month or two ago. Well, I did send them the recipe. I did not send them the instructional video because I spurred that up today. I'll have to do that again later on.
Thesis wanted to let us know that he will create a link for Saturday's show, assuming Nick will still be unavailable. If he decides he can make it, he will go ahead and change it to update it. I know that Nick, you could tell that Nick was very sad about missing that as well. You could tell this morning. So, but this flu is no joke. I hope he is resting. Actually, I saw him down here and he is resting because he upgraded to trying to chill on the couch.
Good.
Thank you, Nick, for showing my babies after I showed up for the last 3 minutes of Nevermind the Furthermore. That made my wake up perfect.
Yeah, I'm sorry I slipped through it, but then again, I'm retired. I sleep till the crack of noon nowadays.
Yeah, watch out for where you're sleeping to the crack of.
Oh, I always watch.
Grant says we have 45 minutes for my Kickstarter to fund if you guys want the free print. I think I did back that.
It's closer to 20, 25, 28 minutes, something like that now.
There is the link for Grendel's Curse. If you have not backed it and you're going to, and Donna said, you know which character I wrote? Uh-huh. And Sarah said that it's the next indie book on our to be read list is Woodstock Dreams. Carl said you'll like it.
Yep, as Donna just said, you will not be disappointed.
Yes. And Zach is joining us. He had the tab open for stream and it didn't start in the background. Dang it. Greetings, Indie Lings. Did you send me your rocket, Zach? Sorry, Dan.
I expected it. It was a small sip. I expected it when I heard the beginning of the sentence structure. Yeah, Zach, we've already announced it's not the green room.
Okay, so I also want to go that IndieCD.con is coming up March 8th, and the reason I'm asking Zach if he sent me his rocket is because I am representing him at the con. I think I have 7 confirmed people, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's what I'm going to be working on this week, getting you guys all up and ready to go that I'm representing at IndieCD.con. Okay, so go ahead, John. I've been saying I'm not going to say much. So what do I do?
Same thing I do, Pinky. Take over the chat.
I've been over here inputting information that I didn't want broadcasted, live across the airways, like bank account information. So
it was a good thing that we were kind of doing our own little thing over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're good at doing our own thing.
I know.
We're better at doing not the green room. Oh.
Joining us. He said, for Madness programming info, booking sponsors, and sponsorship opportunities in our store, go to https:////////
Bless you, child.
The meg.tv. Type in the meg.tv, it will automatically add the HTTPS.
Do you know what's funny is that my head is hiding, so y'all didn't see me mute and take a drink.
We can fix that.
I know. Let's see here. And so there is Pops. Hello, Pops. No. We'll put Dan up on top since he's the
Hey. It's only right that we put the prettiest one up where everybody can see her.
I do have Seduction of Lily Monroe. I have not read it yet. I still need to get Luck of the Irish. I'm hoping they're going to have that at Indie CD. Purple. I'm actually in a purple room. My choices are pretty much a green room and a purple room.
Why am I not surprised? In a black room with black curtains at the station.
Oh, and she disappeared on us again.
I'm here. That was
She
me.
just had to cough some more.
Yeah. I didn't think you wanted to see that.
Hey,
And
if I start sneezing, I'm gonna shut my camera off too.
Zach is
Hopefully in the microphone.
4-inch orange rocket.
I'm just going to leave that be.
I'm not. Josh delivers.
Where's Zachy?
Oh, excuse me, Zach. Good Lord. I must be worried about Josh. Both of them, actually. I know several. Oh.
All right. So we are about half an hour in. I'm going to pause the music for a minute, and we're going to play a couple of ads. First one up is going to be for Grant.
Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Moony the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plenty of action, humour and magic, check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now for a limited time on Kickstarter.
And because we do have the man, the myth, the legend with us tonight, we got to play his ad too.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much. And
Alrighty.
I think I uploaded a link to Nick's super secret squirrel folder for ads for the one that I did for Disposable Man. Of course, it is a minute long. I could not possibly shut myself up long enough to get it to 30 seconds this time.
That's all right.
I've been told I need to raise the volume on the voice and lower the volume on the music. It sounded good through my headphones, so I left it the way it was. Not these headphones, the good headphones that I use for mixing music.
I will tell you this, Pops, there are times that we are very happy to have that 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we know Sarah loves the song that goes with it, so. Nick's fading fast. He went back to bed. Have a good night. You too, Nick. Rest, rest, rest.
Really?
And do some more resting. Even when you think you're okay, rest a little bit longer.
Much healing energy being streamed out to you from everybody here.
I'm still trying to figure out how we sent that to him via the interwebs. Because our entire house was down. And
well, he's thinking he may have gotten it at physical therapy.
It's very possible. Well, I went and showed Ted the post where he said that he was fine, and all of a sudden it hit, and he looked at it and went, "Oh yeah, looks familiar." There is the link for Saturday's the Tea House. It's set for the Armored Rose review, but it's subject to change depending on how Nick is feeling. So we got to back up either way. So.
And Dan, you're going to want to re-upload that to Nick's ad folder because it's not in there.
Oh.
At least that I'm seeing.
Well, maybe I intended to upload it and instead uploaded it to my YouTube. I have been very busy lately. I mean, seriously, the final steps of editing this thing and turning it back over to the publisher, it was a case of me reading through the story numerous times and unfortunately missing some of the editor's suggestions for tidying up the dialogue and whatnot. So I had to do them again, and it was like 4 times I read the book in 1 week, just trying to, because it's been at the publisher since before the plague struck us, and I was in a hurry to get it out there. And there is another book that will be starting the editing process as soon as they can find somebody willing to undertake such a massive thing. It will wind up being 80,000 words. So it's almost as long as one of David Weber's outlines.
Lisa said that been on for a half hour and there was no food talk. We talked about oyster stew.
Yeah.
Steak and fried rice. Foxy's having cereal. Trey had mushroom fried rice there. Oh, that does sound good.
Oh yeah, it was good.
And you guys had spaghetti and meatballs. We had pork chops and baked potatoes tonight.
Nice.
We had curry with naan bread. That was apparently spicy.
Or maybe she was talking about one of Donna's books. We do overlap vocabulary sometimes. English is one of those weird languages that follows other languages down dark alleyways and thumps them in the head and rifles their pocket for loose vocabulary. There may even be an audiobook version of Disposable Man.
Yeah, you had mentioned that.
I pity whoever it is that's going to have to learn how to speak Russian, French, German, God only knows what other languages I threw in there, but just for a sentence or two at a time. And yes, in the text, he does reiterate in English what he was saying in the other language. And just to get somebody's attention, there was a section of one story where he's handcuffed to a chair and a lady decides to seduce him. If that sounds like your cup of tea, then buy the book.
I apologize. I'm also working on trying to get a few things ironed out yet. Last week just didn't exist. So let's see here.
I keep mentally green rooming myself. I should just shut up and leave.
You're fine.
I know. The self-editing is strong tonight.
You've been on this show, Dan, or you've been on the show, but you've been in the audience to know.
I've been in the audience. I love this show. I love the Wednesday night show.
Yeah, those shows are all right. I have been told that Last Man Standing is fairly close to being diet green room. None of the calories, but all of the double entendre. I guess I could, since I'm done with other stuff, I could just go back into here. Actually, you know what? We're gonna leave this up because I want people to see that.
I want people to see it too. I know it sold one copy already because I bought it. Let's see. It'll be March. What is it? 21st, I do believe.
Yep.
That it will be. Any pre-orders will be automatically shipped to people's Kindles, and after that, then I'm sure that Hillbilly will put up the links to the paperback and the hardback, and oh God, help whoever it is that gets stuck doing the audiobook, because oh, I don't even want to think about the next book, because that's going to be. They're definitely going to have to do it in short bursts. They're not going to be able to read 80,000 words in one sitting.
You don't think, anyways.
I'm shy. Stranger things have happened. But just whoever you are, just know up front, I apologize.
Carl has a compliment on the cover. He said, I like how the cover image has the gun coming through the A in man.
Mhm.
Yes.
That is neat.
And the initial A in the title is in the middle of the letter D in disposable. It took me a minute to actually spot that. I don't know why it was done that way. But hey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I was looking at it over here on the StreamYard, and I'm like, what is he talking about? Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I had to make the screen. I had to make the window huge,
Mm-hmm.
or
Now
I
that
could go
was-
over on the kick screen and see it there.
That was not the cover I picked out, but thankfully, my publisher has much better taste in covers than I do, apparently. He found this one, and it does look rather film noir, which fits in with the time periods. I
Mhm.
mean, it starts in the 50s and it goes all the way up to mid 70s, which gives you the starting time frame for Abducted was mid 70s. The last sentence of this book is the first sentence of Abducted. They go together seamlessly.
Ah,
I
kind of
hope.
that works.
Oh, Kitty's comment. Thesis, is your book going to have any fighting in it? It might have some fighting over it if I know bookstores. It's the last copy. It's mine.
Oh. All right, so we got about 20 minutes left until Grand Show.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna run a couple more ads here real quick, and then we will wrap it up so we all have time to use the restroom and get on over there. So let's go ahead. I haven't played this ad in a while. We're gonna play Amy Hales. And we're going to play one more ad for our fearless leader of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. I still like the way that turned out.
Dan got to see
I
the dance light version if he was watching it at all.
No, I didn't. Because I'm
I
a
was
guest,
out.
I've only got my own picture down here. I don't have ops in the channel, so I can't see everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd like to address Theseus's comment. And I
This
doubt there
right
will be
here.
much. That one right there, yeah. I doubt there will be much fighting over. It'll be my first book, so not exactly a well-known author. Theseus, I was world famous just because of Aphelion before my first 1,000-word story was ever published on paper. Don't think you can't be the next explosive success, because you can be.
Why do I have a feeling that if Trey was really on it, she would have ran downstairs with that bapping stick and bapped over Joe's head?
Oh,
But
she would
he's
have
got a
hopped
bright
on
eye.
from her computer.
What?
She would have just hopped on from her computer.
True.
Plus, Joe's a wise man. He's got the door locked
No, he doesn't.
from
No.
the inside.
No, the little chain latch is actually she could lock me down here right now if she wanted to. And I wouldn't be able to get in upstairs even by going out the side door. Because I don't have my keys with me. They're upstairs also.
Sarah said, "Jazz on crack." She loves it. And we have a comment over here on Dick.
Hey, Tosh, how you doing?
Sisters of the Hook. Hey.
Hi.
I totally forgot to even. I was going to pull Kick up over on the other screen and totally forgot. I am such a good person at looking at stuff. And I gotta mute that, otherwise I'm gonna hear myself. Good lord. And we got greetings over to Sisters of the Hook from Trey.
Thank you.
My dyslexia is really bad tonight. I was reading that and I go, surely that does not say Sisters off the Hook. No.
Well,
Well, there is one night coming up for a Monday, and haven't gotten all the details worked out yet, but instead of doing a behind the code, I've been kind of hinting at Tosh on her streams to do a collab stream on a Monday night, since they don't stream on Mondays. Do a collab with them on a Monday. That way it doesn't affect their Wednesday night stream or anything like that. So, and Zach just found us over on Twitch. Yes, we are everywhere.
Yes, it's hard to be infectious if you're not everywhere. Trey.
you know, it's amazing what collaborations will do.
Mm-hmm.
It is. You collaborate if I want to say if you're willing to collaborate with people or you're collaborating. All you're doing is helping both you and the people. That's all you're doing.
Yep.
There's nothing negative about it.
So, but yeah. Zach, if you look up Squeals _ aka ShugMN, that is Dawn's channel over on Twitch, because we're also streaming there. God, let's see, we've got Independent Creator Directory, Dawn's YouTube channel, the Madness Entertainment Group's YouTube channel, Dawn's Twitch, the Independent Creator Directory Twitch, and IndieCD Kick that we are streaming to.
We're getting popular.
Hey,
So
it happens.
Hold on here. I got a comment from Tosh.
Yep.
There you
and we will definitely chat about it.
go. Right, Trey?
Yeah. Trade traded say that let me scroll back up so I can find it here again. She wants to be able for Tosh to be able to hear her fangirl over her in real time. But no, we'll definitely chat about it. It's with using StreamYard. I know you use OBS or Streamlabs, whichever the case is. All you'd have to do is just set up a scene that has just your webcam, and StreamYard actually will take care of the rest, except for, of course, the comments from Kick, because they haven't integrated yet for some stupid reason. But
and they're too busy raising the rates.
Yeah. So now the day they integrate with Kick, I'll be good.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, I don't mind
You're
doing
already
this.
doing pretty good. Sorry, Dawn. Didn't mean to talk over you.
That's okay. I mean, I don't mind doing the copy and paste like this so that everybody can see Tosh and Tosh can see what everybody else is saying too. But
yeah, Joe's, as I was saying, Joe's already doing pretty good. He's got a lifetime StreamYard at the same price until they change the rules on him.
Yep. So yeah, as long as they don't shoot up the price, I won't be looking for another another service to go through, because I love StreamYard. It works. It's it does what I need it to do. And I just thought of something I didn't mention at the beginning of the show, which I did last week.
Excuse me.
I do have a sponsorship partnership. I think it'd be more of a partnership with Dubby, Dubby. It is a energy drink and hydration company. They sell the little powdered mixes like what you could get at the store. But I got the links in the description for both their starter packs, the one that includes caffeinated beverages and the ones that just the hydration, no caffeine. And I actually tried out some of their caffeinated ones recently, and they're actually really good. No, they're actually, I put one, so the first couple I put in their normal 20-ounce container, and the flavor is really strong, really good. I put the last one, which this is a different flavor in here now because I already drank the other one, but I put one packet of their thing in here with 64 ounces of water, and the flavor was still super strong. So it's actually, it waters it down some, but not to the point where you're like, oh, I got to add more to try and get the flavor.
right.
If that makes any sense. So
it's kind of like Pixie Sticks. It doesn't matter how much water you put it in, it's still going to taste as strong as it ever did.
pretty much. So, but we've got about 10 or about 9 minutes until Graham's show, and she found us over on Twitch.
Well, I'm glad you found us over on Twitch. Welcome.
Yep, and thank you for following me over there.
And Kitty wants to know if it is a powdered energy drink or just like Kool-Aid.
So they have some that are powdered energy drinks. I'll do this real quick. They have some that are powdered energy drinks. They have some. They only have 2 that I think are just for hydration. There's no caffeine in them. They only have 2 different flavors, but I'm probably going to order some of those at some point just to try them. But they're all 0 sugar, and they all work pretty well. I mean, the energy drink ones worked for me, so because I really don't drink pop or anything anymore. unless we're out to eat, then I'll have like a diet, you know. But at home here, I pretty much drink water, and I'll have the occasional little can of energy. So, but yeah, they have a mango orange cream that is really good.
I
Sounds it.
I would love to have these kind of drinks. I can't because of the first thing they do when they make drinks like this is add citric acid. That's just with any of them. So if you're listening, Dubby, if you could come up with something that does not have citric acid, that would be awesome.
Yeah, 250 milligrams of vitamin C. That's basically citric acid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. There's stuff I've learned about human body that it's just weird. Anyway.
Yep. Lindsay has the same thing with some of her dietary restrictions she didn't know that she had. So she's had to give up several of her favorite foods because they cause her to spend a sleepless night in pain. So
but yeah, if you guys do order anything off there, use NDCD10 and you'll get 10% off.
Hi, Dale.
And hey, Dale.
Hi, Dad.
Yep, sorry you're late. We're just about to leave.
Yeah, we are going to wrap it up here because we want to make sure we can get over to Grant's show, and we will be back Wednesday night with NDCD Creatives at Play. I'm really surprised I didn't screw that up because as I was saying it in my head, I'm saying it correctly here, and my mouth was wanting to go.
Green room.
I was waiting for him to say burning independent creators at play.
No, I wouldn't do that. There's times I want to burn this damn site, but
it's a good
burning independent creators tied up with yarn, and they like that. So,
But with that, folks, Dan, thanks for hopping on short notice. And
not a problem. Not a problem. I hope it didn't talk too much.
No, we're good. We got 5 minutes until Grant's show. So with that, folks, we will see you.
Bye, Jim. Bye, Jim.
We will see you guys Wednesday night. Good night, folks.
Good night.